Three, two, one, mark. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to back to Moon Whisper Gaming. We're gonna play some League of Legends. Uh, Pretty much the reason we're gonna play some League of Legends is because I need a break every now and again. I'm gonna use this as a sort of time to just chill, play some LOL, and just have a bit of fun, really. Not gonna really try too hard. Just gonna play normal. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, let's play a ranked game. Let's change it up a little. Alright, we're going to play some ranks. We're just going to basically have a 5v5. But this is just going to be the introductory bit. I'll probably cut out the. Well, I don't know if I'll cut the lobby out or not. We'll find out. But I'll keep talking. If I do hit accept and then you go straight into gameplay, that's because I've cut it out. But if I don't, it's because I found some interesting things. But what I'll probably do is I'll just be playing this. This will literally just be a watch me play. Have some fun, but here we go. Okay, so I'm banning. This basically means that I have to ban 3 champions. Okay, he wants to go mid, so I'm going to call AD carry because it's not really that much of a hard rule. Alright, first I'm going to ban a champion called Kha'Zix because at the moment he's a very, very strong champion. I'm getting destroyed by him a hell of a lot at the moment. Vi, also ban Kassadin, because he's also a common ban. I don't know how much lag I'm going to get from this. Might have to actually... I'm going to drop the resolution a little. Actually, no, I'm not. You know, we'll try it at this rate. If it doesn't work, then... Well, it doesn't work, but... my computer's not that amazing at the moment. Right, last ban. Oh, yes, hero. I'm just going to lock in Kate.
I'm on the case.
I'll probably lock in Kate. But, yeah, basically, I was also doing this because I wanted to tell you guys what happens in my D&D sessions. I might use Fantasy Star for this, I might play some LoL, it all depends on what I feel like at the time, but I'm going to do it using League of Legends right now. But basically, in week 1, we started off as basically a Chaos. Everyone I'm sure knows World of War... no, not World of Warcraft. Warhammer Fantasy... Warhammer 40k, sorry. Yeah. And basically, we're playing pirates, essentially. And we got onto the ship, and basically, we found this little area where the ship can't... Basically, the spy master, who watches the entire ship, he finds out what's coming, what the ship's up to, what everyone does on it, but he couldn't see the room that we were in, which basically meant we had free reign. So... basically, we were plotting against the original captain of the ship, planning who's going to take what position. We've got a group of 5 of us. I became the captain. We had another person in our group who was going to be my second in command. We have another guy in our group who that's right, he was going to become the Defence Lord, but then he decided that he preferred Discipline. We had one guy that was going to become the Engine Lord, but then decided that he wanted to become the Tech Lord. I'll be back in 2 seconds. But yeah, he was going to become the Engine Lord, but he decided to become the Tech Lord instead because he wanted power over all the machineries. And then we had one last person in our group who was going to become the leader of the attack squad. Now, it started off with basically we all had our own personal objectives. So the guy that became the second in command, his objective was to gain lightning armor. Now, okay, so I've been talking for the last 5 minutes and we haven't got anywhere, but yeah, he was going to gain his basically his personal objective was to gain lightning armor. Now, we all started on the ship. We all were trying to figure out how we were gonna like get into like persuade each one of the like previous captains to join our side, so we could start our little rebellion. And here we go again. AD carry. Um. Yeah. Yeah. And we like persuaded the Shadow Lord. Well, we're going to persuade the Shadow Lord joining us by creating this thing called Black Blood, which is basically a very, very addictive blood. And basically, this addictive blood allows you to. Well, basically, the addictive is very, very addictive. So you constantly are eating it because it's an addiction essentially. Um, and that's how we're going to persuade him. Hang on, I've actually got a list of all the other captains in front of me because I have actually been working this out. So anyway, Caitlin.
I'm on the case.
Right. Yep. Then we had basically the voice. The voice is basically the voice of the ship. The captain gives him orders, he reads them out. The eyes is essentially the steersman of. Well, he's sort of like the camera guard guy. He's kind of weird. You've got the engine lord. Basically, the way the engine lord works is he has his domain. His domain is his area. No one's allowed to go in there. No one's basically it's his area. No one can stop him essentially. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like you have the ship, but then the engine is like confined to its own areas. It's really weird. Then we had the Shadow Lord. We bribed him with the black blood. He got addicted to it, so now he's on our side because we can give him a constant supply of it. We got the Typh Lord, which is the Tau first mate. We killed him. It was just easier. I'll explain how we killed all these, by the way. It is hilarious how we did it. Then we've got the Crime Lord. He's basically the guy that's in charge of all the loot. Yeah. He works out who... he's like the black market dealer, essentially. Then you've got the Master of Ordnance. He's... as it says, he's basically the ship. He's the gunner man. But then you also got... I'm sitting here talking for like 20 minutes and we're just going around in circles. Right, then we've got the Overseer, which is essentially a disciplined squad. One of the guys in our group, Marcus, he became the Overseer. Then we have the Dark Magus, he's essentially the leader of the tech stuff, and that was Sam's target. We have the Raid Lord, which was the attack squad, as I was saying before, that's Kirsty's target. Then we had the Captain and the First Mate, which was me and David. And we all basically took our roles up, and we all went to sort of like get them back, essentially. Type in AD carry again. And but yeah, as I was saying. Oh, and the Oracle. The Oracle is essentially the ship. The way in Warhammer it works is everyone has this thing called a machine spirit. The machine spirit is essentially, well, a machine spirit. It's a spirit that is inside a machine. It allows you to talk to it, essentially. The Oracle is basically what you strap onto the ship so it can talk. It's kind of weird. But yeah, what happened first was we were trying to take over the ship slowly. Marcus took his position very, very early on. He went up to basically the head of the squad, because he was already in it, walked up to the main guy and goes, yeah, I want my position, and basically used what's a power fist, which is basically a giant... It's like a gauntlet that's powered by electricity, and punched him in the face. So that was a very, very quick game over for that guy. The Dark Magus, which is the Tech Lord, Sam killed that target by basically they had a game of wits. I don't know what the... Hang on. Darling, what's the game called where you have the dots and you draw the boxes? Yeah, you have the dots, you put a line, and when you make a square box, you then can make... I can't remember what it was. Basically, they had that, but then they also rolled D10s. To D10s for those that didn't know. Oh, actually, I'm going to play Ezreal.
Time for a true display of skill.
Yeah, let's have some airs. Oh, we'll be fine. But yeah, basically we were, yeah, they played this weird sort of like the box game. It's kind of hard to put it out. Imagine a 10 by 10 grid of boxes, and whenever you draw, you basically draw one line per turn. And then when you get a square, you then get to draw an additional line. So basically, it ends up being like at one point someone will get like 10 squares in a row, but then has to position it so the other guy can't get a square. It's really, really bizarre. Or you move it so they can only get one square. It's a very bizarre game. Very enjoyable. But then they added D10s into it, so then it just went out of proportion so bloody quickly. It was really quite entertaining to watch, actually. The Raid Lord is Kirsty's target. She still hasn't killed him, so that's to be announced. I'll tell you how they killed them probably in the next episode, because we might find out. But yeah, back to what we were doing. We've been trying to take over the ship bit by bit, and basically, as we were like starting to get our planning of operation, we persuaded a few of the old captains to join us. Well, old lords essentially to join us, and they would. We were getting quite a few of them on our side, and then all of a sudden we were attacked by an enemy vessel, so we sort of had to put all of our plans on hold to go and do this. My character is so social based, it's ridiculous. I have zero offensive skills. There's a fight that I'll explain later, and it took me so long to kill him. But yeah, we were building all this up, fighting like the enemy ship. Trying to essentially. Right, I'm just gonna have to switch over to the other screen in a second. Yeah, we were building all this up, having like a really hard time getting to our positions, trying to like fight off the enemy. We beat them, and then basically we got back to our ship. And normally, what you do is you salvage the other ship, but then for some reason we blew it up, and we were really confused because we were like, well, why? Why did we blow up that other ship? It doesn't make sense. And it just... I think it's this one. I hope it's this one. We'll find out in a second. Is it? Yes. Oh, that's not good. We kind of want that full screen. There we go. Now you guys can see the loading screens. We're about to find out how much my FPS is going to tank on this. I've disabled so much to try and see if I can get this to work, because I really want to stream some LOL for you guys. But anyway, we were doing a lot of work on this, like getting our positions up, trying to get all the people on our side, and then basically we went to the bridge to confront, well, basically me and David had this idea of joining the Honour Guard for the oh no, actually no. Before all that, there was a massive party for the victory that we just had. Had a great laugh, good time, good laugh and a joke, and basically I took some drugs, and basically this was the time for my character to shine. It was a completely social thing, but there's a god called Slanesh, and basically they like to indulge in a lot of things, and then I ended up in a coma for about an hour, which really fucked me over. So I was like, oh, balls. So like my entire like social point where I could have done everything completely failed. I was really looking forward to it. And I couldn't do anything. David managed to persuade the Raid Lord to allow him to join his squad. Basically his strongest warrior fought David. David mind blasted him through the chest, took his Terminator armor, which is basically really high powered super armor. Took the Terminator armor. Got Sam to repair it, put it on, and was like, "Yeah, I'm a boss now." So he took he took the Raid Lord's like second in command. I then wanted to become the Honor Guard. Let's have a look.
Let's do this.
Oh, the FPS is not too bad actually. I think we can do this. Yeah. Yeah, not doing too bad. It's a bit laggy on the stream, but there's not really much I can do on that. I'll try and see if I can like code it out with the FLV converter, but
easy.
there's only so much I can do. But yeah, basically we did a lot of work on that. You
No
are going to have
turning
to
back
explain my
now.
stutters right now because I am trying to. Oh, balls! I forgot my trinket.
Taking a break, Ezreal?
What's their position?
But yeah, as I was saying, basically we. I need to turn the game sounds down actually.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
That's a little too loud for you guys. Sorry about that. I really am apologising here. Right, there we go. So yeah, we were
Give me the coordinates.
at the party. Kirsty just sort of like went into sort of quiet stance watching everyone. She also has this weird ability of where everyone sees her as a little child,
All systems charged.
even though she's not a little child. It's kind of weird to explain that.
Minions have spawned.
But yeah, Kirsty was pretending. No, she's pretending to be a child. Everyone sees her as a child unless you're a psycho, which is basically their version of a mage. Uses the warp. Warp is crazy stuff. But yeah, he uses all that. Well, yeah, she's sort of a psycho assassin thing. It's kind of weird. Mystic shot in arms. And time to go back. No, no one in there. Yeah, my FPS is going to be tanking right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here, guys. We're going to continue this on Fantasy Star. But thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Thank you.